Hey, all right. Welcome back to Bye Guys Crypto Show, where mania rules, cautions rules. We play the fools for your viewing pleasure. I'm Raff.
I'm Jeff.
I'm Stu.
I'm Moose.
This is season 2, episode 10, season finale, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, we cannot wait to reveal the season 2 champion of the MoonBulls. But just remember, this show is 20% Bobcat, 30% Black Bear, 50% flock of Cardinals. Oh yeah, that's a little foreshadowing for you. Can't wait to loop you in. Well, let's get on to things. Listen, we're here to talk crypto all day, every day. It's the American way. We are here to slay, and it has been slaying. These markets have been on fire. So let's check that out there, Jeffrey. Let us know how it's looking.
Yeah, finally,
wow.
Finally, we got some good news to talk about here. We've had no good news in the markets for 9 straight weeks, and now we've got over $2 trillion market cap as of today. So you can see, if you look at the last year or so, we've got, this is just from the beginning of the year. Never mind. 1 month. 1 month started at 2 trillion. We're right back to where we started at the beginning of the year. If you look back over the course of a year, look, we went from almost 3 in November. That was our high for the last year, down to just below, what is that, 1.3 or 1.5 trillion, something like that. But this little uptick here, I should say little, it's almost $500 billion uptick is what we're looking at right now, which gives us hope. This is kind of the same thing that happened a little bit earlier last year. So we got through some interest rate issue, FUD. We got through some Russia, FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. And I think we're working toward the Super Bowl. We're probably going to see some NFT commercials. Been rumors of Bored Ape Yacht Club being featured in one of the Super Bowl commercials. And I think, the fundamentals of this market are still there and strong. So if you look at a couple of different assets, Bitcoin leading the way over the last 7 days, up 14%, Ethereum, 16% almost. You've got Cardano, 18%, XRP, holy, watch out, 38%.
Wow.
Respectable. Everything is in double digits over the last week. This has been one of those rare weeks over the last 2 seasons of MoonBulls where we see double digit growth in green, and it kind of brings us back to why we're here. It's like, you go out and play a round of golf and you hack all day long and you just flush that 6-iron from, 200 yards out, and it's the one that brings you coming back. So I feel good about where we're at. I think the fundamentals, again, are strong. The NFT market is still very strong, which means Ethereum and the layer ones that these things are built on are continuing to get more adoption, which means they're going to continue to get utilization, which means those assets are going to increase in value over time. A lot of these things, I think we all agree, just like NFT projects, some of the dog coins, not that we have anything against them particularly, but right now, I don't know what long-term utility some of these assets have, and there's a whole bunch of them. But for the buy guys, we've kind of consolidated for the most part to around 10, give or take 2 or 3 cryptocurrency assets and platforms that I think we're getting a little bit smarter about where we put our money and where we invest. I should say, more importantly.
What say ye, Stu?
Oh, I think I'll have plenty to say here in a few minutes, so I'll defer to Moose.
I like Jeff's assessment there, and he honed in on something that we have stayed true to the fundamental core picks really all season. And even though some of us have certainly picked some various ways, I know most of us own most of the picks that we've all done all season too long. Now, maybe our picks are going to turn out for some of us, and maybe they're not going to turn out for some of us. But certainly it's nice to see this jump. It was nice to see most of what we had back in the green after these last 7 days.
Look, man,
Well said, all 3 of you.
It's just tracking like it did last season. I think it's like clockwork. No, not financial advice, but this is going to be like, this is your last point of entry before this stuff all 10Xs. So just, get in it while you can, while the getting's good. We have been doing that, scooping it up like crazy the past 10 weeks. And man, what a glorious glorious season it's been. And I got to say, relative to the season one, we've had a lot more competition, a lot of interest, a lot of, I would say, passion coming out. Because I think even, God, we all thought we knew who was going to win this thing. Moose, were you in first? You've been in first place the entire season. I'm sorry, I'm just jumping right into MoonBulls. I don't even tee it up. This is the end of season 2, and this is the climactic reveal of the winner of the MoonBulls trophy. So just to recap, last season, that is, Stu was ahead wire to wire. No, were you a wire to wire?
No, I came in about week 3 or 4 and didn't look back.
Yeah, it was the AMP token that he got in at around just a penny or two, and it went up to 5 or 6. And we can't catch up with that. Something 5 or 6 X's you're never going to catch. So we just kind of ate his dirt the whole time. Now, Moose joins us for season 2. He's the rookie. He's the new guy, and he's smoking us like crazy. You've been wire to wire, I think, right? Has anyone else had pole position in this?
Oh, it's been an incredible run, Moose. You should be applauded for that.
I mean, look at that. What type of rookie driver makes such an impact? Obviously,
unbelievably impressive.
Well, let me tell you, I tried to stick with the same strategy all throughout, and that was fundamental picks. I didn't get too risky. I didn't get too aggressive. And I don't know if it's going to work out for me in the end, because it was such a gigantic jump the last 7 days. So I've kept an eye on what I've picked. I didn't crunch numbers about what anybody else picked. I know that what I had was up. Everything I had was up over the last 7 days. So fundamentally sound, nothing lost. Again, not significant. I don't know what the final number is going to be, but ultimately I'm confident of my picks that they were solid choices. Was it enough to maintain the top spot for the final? I don't know.
And one thing I do want to respect, and this is a really, I thought, brilliant pick last week. Noah going with Soul, trying to stay right in line with you. You both picked Soul last week, both you and Moose. And I was like, dang, that's genius. Because all that Jeff has to do is outgun him on a couple of other tokens. And you were only like $5 or $6 behind last week. Mm-hmm. So anyway, I was still in 4th or 3rd. I don't even remember. Bottom line is, was I in 4th or 3rd? I don't even remember.
No, you were in 3rd, Robert. I was in last.
You're very proud of that, aren't you?
No, it was just a helpless feeling. It's very helpless, and not a lot of things going my way. Not a lot. The balls weren't bouncing my way.
And that's been the case all season. I mean, Stu is not someone who's accustomed to being at the tail end. You know what I'm saying? He is a leader. He's an alpha bro. He's always on the march. And I just think I could tell you're very uncomfortable with this.
It was a tough season. It was a tough season. I learned a lot from Moose and from Noah.
You didn't want to talk about the same. You didn't even want to. You were like, I don't even want to talk about MoonBulls because But what a week! What a how the
clockwork, clockwork, like Jeff said earlier, clockwork.
How the worm has turned. So I think we're ready to get into the MoonBulls. Let's get a reveal, but there it is. Running on the MoonBulls, 10 weeks long, 50, just a reminder, $50 week 1, 25 weeks, $25 subsequent weeks thereafter. We are at week 10. This is the great reveal. Drum roll, everybody. Let's get into this.
Oh boy.
Oh my.
Say it ain't so.
From last to first,
like clockwork,
in 1 week.
Yeah, I mean, listen, the Olympics are going on now, and I'm not trying to kind of equate it to the Miracle on Ice, but
here we go.
There is kind of a little bit of a Lake Placid moment going on here, where I went up against a lot of talented folks. I mean, Raff and Noah and Moose, and the idea that so this little guy in Ohio, can come out on top of this competition for a second straight season. Again, I'm honored. I'm humbled by this experience. And it's just the thought that 9 terrible weeks, and it only took me 1 week to beat you guys. I think that, again, I said it last year or last season, I'll say it again this season. If we do it again for a 3rd time, I'm willing to give you guys advice if you just want to listen. I'm willing to give it to you. If you want this little guy, I'm willing to help you out. Okay?
Show the audience what's at stake here.
This is what's at stake. And the wife asked me, you know what she asked me like 2 weeks ago? She said, do you really have to ship that thing to Moose? And I said, yeah. I mean, it hasn't been my season, honey. I love you, but it's just not my season. She said, it's going to be expensive to ship that thing out, right? I mean, it's heavy. That's like pure gold. And I said, well, listen, got to do it. Or you know what? I could just come back and win this damn thing. And that's what I did. Focused in on it. Focused in and, kept to the strategy. 2 years in a row.
I'm trying to think about like the most unlikely of comebacks. Obviously it's out of a movie. It's not real. It's like you think about the Super Bowl 28-3. That's legendary, right? You think about, I hate to even bring this up, NLCS 1992. Oh gosh, man. Bottom of the ninth, Sid Bream, Francisco Cabrera. Right. This stuff is heartbreaking, Stu. You've crushed the dreams of 3 bye guys. We all thought we had a chance. It's just, I know you're relishing this moment, but just understand there is devastation in your wake.
Yeah, I feel bad for a couple of you, not all of you, but I feel bad for a couple of you. And again, there's always next season. There's always maybe we move on to some different stuff. I don't know. I don't know if you guys want to give up. I just not your nature to give up. None of you are that, but I just. Oh
yeah, that's right. There's the charitable contribution aspect of this. I think your charity is going to win again. I think we give like 20, some amount of money each.
That was very kind. Yeah, it was a very kind gesture. And again, so that I feel like that's why you do it, because you just know it's a very kind, nice charity that we're given to. So again, thank you for donating to that cause.
I actually would like to put a call to all of our audience and just say, is anyone there in the auditing industry? We just want to like check the books out just for the sake of clarity.
What are you talking about?
Stu's keep checking the numbers on this every week. I just gotta, I'm just
what would make you question that result? The man has.
You're saying Stu is in charge of keeping the numbers? Is that what you're saying?
I'm just saying you could.
Let's wrap the close here.
Just this season, right? Not last season. Oh wait.
So it's been a great year. I mean,
it has been a great year, and when your investment gala went from 17 cents to 37 cents in 6 days, and XRP went from 60 to 87. I mean, it doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen. And I felt very fortunate. You guys are great competitors. On a serious note, I'm sorry that all 3 of you had to lose me again, but again, I'll hold the bull until you guys are ready to come and grab it.
I do want to say it's worth noting that we're all down right now, but we don't stay down, folks. We are here for the long haul. And that might be a good way. Congratulations to Stu, 2nd consecutive MoonBull trophy winner.
Thank you.
You didn't have to. You should start saving up. You're gonna have to send that one of these days. You're gonna have to ship it to the next one. It's like the Stanley Cup. It goes home. It goes in swimming pools. We take it out to parties. You take it out to places you want to go, show it off. So it's gonna one day make it to my residence, come hell or high water. I have a feeling. I don't know when. Maybe I'll have to steal it from you to get that. Bottom line, congrats to Stu, season 2 champion. And congrats to all of us for sticking with it. And although we're all down, we won't be down for long. And we don't have these numbers crunched, but I'm pretty sure if we showed our season 1 purchases, we'd all be way up at this point, because it's more about time in the market versus timing the market. That's a great way to put it. Now let's take a quick segue, because this is the end of season 2. Thanks for everyone who tunes in to watch this show. We are really enjoying the camaraderie. We obviously added a new buy guy this season, so things have gotten even more exciting, and it's just been so much fun to reconnect with old friends, old faces. And in the process, as you know, our attention's been a little bit pivoted, right? We've started to look a lot in the NFT space. We're having a lot of fun there. And that just got us thinking about some crazy ideas. Maybe, just maybe, the buy guys have something more to offer than buying and shilling and talking trash. Maybe we have something collectively, something where, how's that saying go? The sum of the whole is greater than the Some of the parts. The whole of the some, I don't know the words. Anyway, the four of us combined are like, we can do some damage, man. We have some ideas. Who wants to tee this up in a more articulate way?
How deep are we going on this?
I think just like a 2-minute preview. We want to give them a taste,
Yeah.
just a little taste of what's in store. Because the next season is going, I don't know how to describe it other than extraordinarily. I'm a loss of words tonight, guys. Anyway.
You're describing synergy. The whole is greater than the sum of its parts.
That's what I'm talking about right there.
Trying to
There it
say,
is.
and that's what it is, and it's been building and it's been brewing. One might even say it's been stewing
Wow.
for several weeks, maybe even a couple months now.
Yeah, Raff, well said, Mike. Completely agree. Great use of pulling in Stu. He deserves it on this episode. Congrats again, Stu. As competitive as I am, as much as I wanted to see you get 4th place, that's a hell of a comeback. So well done. And Raff, the way you pointed it out was, we have more to offer. I think we joke and we gag a lot on this. This is a lot of fun. We got into this just to have fun and reconnect, as you said, but we also have fairly semi-serious jobs, careers, lives that, allow us to think differently other than just gags and joking around. And we all have a passion about West Virginia. We have a passion about the bond we created through this show and through this subject and this topic. And I think if you could follow that narrative, West Virginia, bond, blockchain, NFT, camaraderie, pride, it leads you down a country road that takes you home. So that'll be the teaser that I throw out on a project that we're thinking very seriously about. Have already started some conversations in the artist community, have started some conversations in our own communities. And what we want to do is bring something forth and create something that offers people an opportunity to own a part of what we all love, which is this state and being a part of it and the friendship that has resulted from it. So really excited to be a part of bringing that to the audience and much more beyond that.
That's a glorious teaser. It's a great way to end the show. And I got to say this, we had about a 3 or 4 month hiatus between season 1 and season 2. I rest assured that will not be the case between season 2 and season 1863. So just stay tuned. Very, very short order. You're going to be hearing back from the bye guys on our big aspirations, big plans. 2022 is going to be the year that we dominate and take control. It's like, I never have a good segue to get into the lottery analogy, but it's like they say in lottery, you got to play to win. In crypto, you got to buy to fly to the moon, baby. See you soon.